Okay, before I get into this video and explain how I ended up turning a crimping tool jaw into a punch tool for metal framing, I'm going to answer right away the people who are going to comment, "You ruined a jaw, that's nonsense." Well, for me, it's not nonsense because it actually saves my life. I already had this jaw, it's the V22, so V stands for copper. It's the profile for crimping copper. 22 is its diameter. I have it twice, that's why I use this one. And even if I didn't have it twice, honestly, it's really worth sacrificing a jaw because the electric puncher or electric crimping tool for metal structures, call it whatever you want, is the best. So there's one from Edma. I'll show you a picture. It's the power profile. It's an adapter that you put on a drill and it turns your drill into an electric puncher for metal structures. I don't have it. I did quite a bit of crimping this week. I had to find a solution. So I'll finish with the jaw and then I'll explain to you what I did this week. I didn't touch the impression at all. It's intact, so I could keep crimping 22mm copper with this jaw. I have a duplicate, so I'll use the other one for crimping and I'll keep this one only for punching. But the impression is intact, so obviously along a wall it's going to be complicated. You'll have to detach the installation, crimp, and then reattach the installation. If we're working on new construction, we crimp first and then install the pipes in the clamps. But as for the impression, once again, I repeat myself, it's intact. I just used the top part. But there you go, this truly saves me. This week I did this. Floor track, ceiling track, double stud. I have 10 double studs on one panel, 10 on another panel, 1, 2, 3, 4 crimps at the top, 4 crimps at the bottom. That makes 80 on one panel, 80 on the other panel. 160 in total. At the end of the day, you're wiped out. Your shoulder is burning, your arm is burning, it pulls in your forearm, you're fed up. So I use the 2-arm ergo top. Let's go, we punch or we crimp. The Ultra Profile is the one-handed pinch of the pliers. We unlock it like this. There you go. Okay. The downside of this one is that I can't go along the wall if my structure is close to a wall. It won't fit. We're going to use the ergo top. It fits everywhere. And again, its downside is that you stand in any way, meaning you have to be careful near the ceiling. 1 foot on the step ladder, the step stool, and the other foot in the air to keep your balance. You twist yourself in all directions. In terms of safety posture, we've seen better. And then you have to go down each time, go around to do the other side. But with this system, I stay facing my structure and I can work in front, I can work behind. I don't need to move anymore. Let me show you another clamp that has absolutely nothing to do with the rail and the stud, but is used for this kind of thing. You see, it punches the double studs. This is the twin Profil from Edma. Everything shown here is currently from Edma. I'm grabbing it now at the same time. See? So this is just as an example. Let's put ourselves like this, let's say. I think I'm already in the double stud. There, we position ourselves like this, there you go. Okay, so it positions like this. You have your double stud. Instead of using self-tapping screws are expensive most of the time. They slip, you have to pick them up. It's a nightmare. You simply punch it by doing this. That's all there is to it. And now we've crimped the studs together, so they don't move anymore. Okay, so the self-tapping screws, that's done. And actually this clamp, you don't even need to put it on a jaw because it holds pretty well on its own. You get a lot of force with the handles, which are very long, the clamp's handles. And as for posture, we're good. We're not forcing at all. So that's perfect. This one, as I told you, we take it, we cut, we weld it onto the head of the jaw. So we absolutely don't touch the crimp profile. Multi-layer copper PVR, you take whichever jaw you want. Depending on your machine, the jaw has to be compatible. This one is a Novo press. It works on the Geberit, it's the ACO 103, and it also works on the Ulti. It's compatible. And the Ulti jaw, by the way, of course it fits on the Ulti. Obviously that's what it's made for. But it also fits on the AGD, right? So if you have a crimping tool from brand X, use the jaw from the same brand or a compatible brand. You buy it as cheaply as possible, even second-hand and in bad condition. We'll strip the top and repaint it if you want. The idea is then to find another tool, cut and weld. No need to buy a new jaw, but if you want to treat yourself, go ahead. But this will save your life. I'll give you a little demo. Here we go. I'm taking what I used for the video. You'll see that in a moment. I'm getting into position. So I'm going to position the punch the right way. So for those who are wondering, let's say we're at the ceiling or on the floor. It doesn't matter, the double studs. Here I don't even have 30 centimeters. Honestly, this is a first version I made. It needs to be improved. This part should be lengthened so you can stand a bit straighter. But here it fits easily, knowing that the studs are usually every 60. Sometimes you can go down to 40, but here it fits perfectly. So you position the punched side in the right direction so that it goes inward, especially if it's a partition wall. If it's a lining, it doesn't matter since there's the wall, but for a partition wall, you should do it properly. I'm showing it this way so you can see. And we press. And that's it, we release. And here is the result. It's set, I didn't have to force with my arms, the machine does the work. And honestly, for it, piercing this is a piece of cake. That's why I wanted to do this. And it works really well. So once again, enjoy the Edma Power Profile, the crimper, well, the adapter that you put on a drill and it turns into an electric crimper. Or otherwise, you take an old jaw and turn it into a puncher. So another little tip before I start the video and show you how I did this. If you have studs that are slightly misaligned and you want them to be flush for the drywall, you simply use a magnet. And before punching and crimping, you place the magnet on top. That will make them flush. You do your punching even with double studs. Then you remove it and there you go, you're flush. A magnet is really simple, but at least it helps you. It even helps hold the stud on the track. You see, you can put it like this. If it ever moves too much, you can handle it however you want, but it truly saves your life. I'll let you discover all of that. You have all the links in the description regarding the pliers, the power profile, this one. All the links are in the description, even for the crimping tools. And we'll see each other soon for another video.